Act of 1861 and confiscate the property because we had become belligerent. We were not belligerent, they were. Okay, we're non-combatant, peaceful inhabitants. This birth certificate was created in order for the country to borrow money against, because they had no means to borrow under the bankruptcy. They took away our gold and silver, and by them taking away our gold and silver, part of the Reconstruction Act stated that they were to pay all of our bills.
So we are their assets?
Absolutely. We're the beneficiaries, we're the source, we're the primary, we're the trust, not them. And the only way that they could come in after it is by treating us like a trust and allowing us and forcing us to carry it on as though we are a trustee and then the beneficiaries of our trust. So this new stuff that's coming down the wire is laying claim to our trust accounts, laying claim to our inheritance, to our estates, and taking it out of the law side of court and taking it into the equity side. And once we go into the equity side of this, we lay claim to our name in capital letters. We lay claim to every account and trust that they've created in our names.
I hear they're trading our accounts on the stock exchange?
Yes, yes. They're making money off us daily. And you can go on to Dun & Bradstreet, you can pull it all up.
Our birth certificate number is traded on the exchange?
Not the number on the front, it's the red number on the back.
Red number.
And the same on the Social Security card. If you have a...
cattle.
Absolutely, yeah. And then, again, too, in this new learning that's coming down on AIB, on County Assembly, this information I'm repeating, this is not from me. I got it off of Rod Class and Maria Jeanette on County Assembly, and I'm studying from them, and I'm trying to relate this to everybody the best I can until we learn more, until I learn more of it, and everybody else learns more of it. But another thing, too, what's happened is they have created a death certificate for us 7 years after our birth, and we have never rebutted it. And according to all of the paperwork, they're finding out that we're actually dead, and a dead person doesn't have any rights, and a dead person cannot win in court. They have no claim in court. And we have to go in and claim, guess what, guys, I'm not dead. And here is my rebuttal right here. And it's already filed in the county. And it shows that I'm a living, breathing soul. I claim my name, I claim my trust, I claim everything. I am the primary source. I am the beneficiary of the estate. And I appoint you, under the Uniform Trust Act, my fiduciary trustee. And it's up to you, Judge, to pay all the bills. Now, please furnish me copies of all of the taxes, the inheritance taxes that you have paid on all the money that you have gained from my gift to you from my trust account. They don't file them. They never do. Show me all the real estate taxes, the receipts for the taxes that you have paid with my name, all in capitals, on my trust account. There's 15 different taxes that go along with each one of these trust accounts, that they're responsible to pay all these taxes. So now, we don't go after them. We have 4 different IRS forms that we furnish to the IRS with all this information, because now these guys haven't paid the taxes. We turn them into the IRS for tax evasion. The town of Paliup, Washington no longer has a judge. They don't have any attorneys up there because the IRS went in and took them all down. They took the police department down because they're dipping into our estates as well under a constructive trust. And they're just tearing them up. And these judges are losing their homes, their jobs. They're standing on the soup line. They're losing all of their benefits, their retirements, their money in the bank and everything. So there's ways to go after these guys, and we're doing it. And we're not doing it. We're letting the IRS do it. That's their job. They're there to go after these people. But we're learning how to take a hold of everything that we own. So now I'm involved in a marital dispute. Well, 9 years ago now. My ex-wife got pregnant by another guy at work and decided Hey, the Walmart mentality, hey, I want something better. Hit the road. Goodbye. I'm taking the kids, I'm taking the house, I'm taking this. Now you're going to court, she's going to take me in for child support. It don't matter, no fault divorce. I didn't do nothing wrong. But she committed adultery. There's no way for me to get restitution. The court don't want to hear it. They will not address it. Now, that's the law side. The equity side is different. If it's addressed in equity, equity is right versus wrong. She committed adultery, she committed the wrong. In equity, somebody who commits the wrong has no recourse to take away from the one who's in the right. I want my kids back. I want all the money back that she never should have been paid for support because I have the rights under equity to lay claim to my children and to get them back. And this is a new process which is starting to work. They're using it, and within the last month and a half, and there's already been a bunch of wins that I've been listening to on the AIB radio, and it's exciting. I'm excited. And one of the things that they suggest, like I said earlier, is to make sure that everybody in this fight has a power of attorney, somebody with the knowledge to be able to follow them up in whatever they do, and to file papers, and to help them when they're in jail, to be able to file papers and start another case for them, to start an impeachment hearing, or to go into an appeal, or to go into something other. Otherwise, the court looks at it like, well, it's your case, you gotta do it. And if you don't have on file, or have somebody with the paper, a power of attorney to do this for you, you're out of luck.
It's an easy document too.
Very easy. And you can do it specifically just for one or two different things, you know, and take care of all your legal things. I don't have one wrote up, but it's real close by on the web. I listened to it before I came today, but I didn't have time to write it down, how to word it all up. I'm looking for something here.
Is it like this in every country that the citizens are
Mad. They're mad. Yeah.
I mean, that they're the assets of that they are assets of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They're using the people for everything they can. They have to because they're broke. They took away all our money.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, any questions?
Yeah.
I don't want to cut you off, but coming up on it.
You have a question?
Oh, no.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I want you to, I always pose these long questions, so bear with me. What do you do when a judge in a family court matter loses a file? I was involved in almost 4 years of litigation. It went from Niagara County to a county just east of there. I think it was Judge Park over there. Then it went to Erie. So it went to 3 different counties. Essentially, mixed up Marjorie Mix, who was supposed to retire years ago. She was hearing the case. And when she got the file, my last family court lawyer had quit, thrown our confidential file, the lawyer's file of the case, into the family court file. When Marjorie Mix got the file, it had not only the family court file, but my lawyer's file, and it was that which she reviewed. So this judge was reviewing confidential lawyer-client, and I asked her to recuse. Within about 2 weeks, the entire file disappeared. It was about 3 foot tall, and that was about 6 years ago, and they've never found the file. I don't really, I'm at a loss as to how you handle these people.
You file a criminal complaint
All right.
for obstruction of justice and tampering with documents, court documents. You file it with the clerk. You go after the clerk. The clerk has to have it. If the clerk don't have it, it's her job, or his job.
They said they bent over backwards to search for it for 18 months.
I must hurt. I bet their back hurt. Yeah.
I think it was shredded, personally.
They lose stuff that they want to lose.
You hear that all the time.
Yeah, that's nonsense, non-acceptance. Accept. 2 minutes? Okay, before we go, let me read this real quick. Judicial notice to the court. Judge, this is notice that you have a fiduciary duty. The Constitution for New York State and for the United States of America are a political trust contract. The government is the trustee. The judiciary is a branch of the government which makes the judge your fiduciary. I am coming as a friend of the court to let you know that you, Judge, are my fiduciary. It's not optional, it's mandatory that you rule in my favor pursuant to 16 Amjur 2B and constitutional law. Failure to do so is insurrection and rebellion against the people. You will automatically be terminated from your employment and you will forfeit your retirement and your pensions. And then you file that into your case.
How many times has that been used?
3 to my knowledge, not by me, but 3 other people have used it, and it works very, very well. Cases went away. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. I got a lot more, but...
Yeah, say goodbye. We're going to say goodbye, and then, yeah, come in tomorrow, sure. And I'd love to hear it.
Wow.
All right, well, that concludes our presentation. I'd like to thank, real quickly, Dan Buchek. Dan, thanks for letting us use your place. It's wonderful.
Very good, thank you.
Everyone helped set up. Eric in particular, I know did a lot of cleaning here. You guys all did a great job. Again, we are the Western New York Anti-Globalization Group, and the law part of it is a division inside that group. How are we looking on time?
Thanks, Rob.
Okay.
Good job.
Now, if you'd like to get involved with us and contact us, we have a meetup website. That is at meetup.com /globalization, yes? Okay, meetup.com/globalization-78. Dash is in a minus sign. So look us up, and we hope you enjoyed the presentation.